Hello everyone, and welcome back. Sorry I've been inactive on this channel. I've been doing more stuff on my main channel, but today we're looking at Hurricane Hector, which is out in the Pacific. It started in, I think, as an invest near Mexico, Central America. And it's slowly been going west. Let's see what day this was. This was July 28th. So actually, this wasn't that long ago. This would have been 29. So yeah, it's been slowly moving. And it became a tropical storm, let's see, August 1 yesterday. Became a tropical storm, and when it got here, it rapidly intensified. And right now it is, this is current, so the 8 p.m. Pacific time update, which I guess is 10 p.m. for me, so that's the one that actually just released about 20 minutes ago at the time I'm recording this. It's currently 110 mile an hour winds with 130 mile an hour gusts. So actually, this is almost a major hurricane. See, earlier today it became a hurricane. I believe this morning it became Category 1 hurricane. And, well, the path has it heading towards the general area of Hawaii. Granted, it's still like a week away from actually reaching Hawaii, so it may go a bit further south, or it may go further north, or it may go dead into Hawaii. Probably hitting the Big Island, and then moving off to the west. Kind of like Iselle did. In fact, well, hurricanes hitting Hawaii isn't that uncommon. Well, as hurricanes, it is uncommon, but Hawaii gets tropical storms that either hit or pass nearby kind of frequently. But the most recent hurricane hit was Iselle in 2014. Actually, about in August, actually, so it's been about 4 years. And that was a pretty big rainmaker on the Big Island. I think it hit as a Category 1, kind of coming this way from the east. Sometimes, like Iniki, which was about 25 years ago, I don't remember exactly when, but that one came from the south, and it was a lot stronger. But the storms that come from the east are a lot weaker. There's cold water that comes down from California. So it makes the oceans up here a little bit cooler. But it's warmer down here. But yeah, usually storms that come from the east tend to be a bit weaker than the ones if they come from the south or the southeast. And this one's coming from the southeast into Hawaii. In fact, well, yeah. So, zoom in a little bit. I believe these are the wind fields. So I guess the orange means the hurricane force winds, and the green is tropical storm, and this blue is depression winds. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's what that means. And let's see, okay. So 12 hours out, it's 110, so not strengthening. Same about 24 hours out. 36, it actually, in 36 hours, so that would be August 4th, it'll become a major hurricane. And it looks like it'll continue strengthening. I believe here it becomes a Category 4 hurricane. Which I guess that's actually what happened to Isal. It became a Category 4, and then it continued to weaken as it went west. This one is, this one's back down to Category 3, so it is starting to weaken. And then here it's 110, and that is August 7th. So I'd say around August 9th is when we can expect it to impact Hawaii. And it might hit as a Category 1 hurricane, or maybe Category 2, but that might be a little bit of an overestimate. It might even hit as a tropical storm if it weakens a lot between the 7th and when it comes in. Even if it doesn't exactly make landfall, it'll still be pretty close based on this track. It'll still be pretty close to Hawaii. So either way, there will be a lot of waves and wind and rainfall in Hawaii. Not really storm surge, because in the mainland US we have coastal, we have more flat seabeds near the coast, so it allows storm surge. But in Hawaii they don't have that. It's like mountains surrounded by deep ocean, so there really isn't an issue with storm surge. But there will still be high waves and probably some rip currents. And if it makes landfall, there will be a lot more wind damage. As if you have even like 80, 90 mile an hour winds, we'll have a lot of trees down. And with all the rain that will be happening, there'll be a lot of mudslides, as the islands are very mountainous. If you've ever been, especially I think to Maui, it's a lot of steep cliffs. So if you have a lot of rain there, it'll cause mudslides. So yeah, it's 110 miles an hour though, and that's pretty close. So even if it continues weakening at that rate, it'll still be a Category 1 hurricane basically by the time it reaches the Big Island. So if you have vacation plans to Hawaii, well, this next week isn't probably the best idea. But we're still a week out from landfall. So the path could change. It might end up going a lot further south. Like, they have it making this turn towards the northwest, but it may end up just continuing on this path and just go out into the ocean and not affect land. So this is what it looks like on satellite. And you can see there's a lot of convection that's even happening this late at night. Well, actually, it's like 5 hours behind in Hawaii, so the sun is still up there, but you can still see there's a lot of convection that's been going on throughout the day, which is the sign of a strengthening storm. So that's Hector, and it has it hitting as 984 millibars. So I believe that is about Category 1 hurricane. They have it as 967 though, pretty close. Oh, that might be 987 actually. No, that's 967. So it gets pretty strong right before it hits, but that's still a decent Category 1 hurricane, making a direct hit on the Big Island. And then behind that, there's another hurricane, a tropical storm that comes by. And actually, Hector is still pretty decent sized tropical storm even moving northwest of Hawaii. And then they have another tropical storm, but behind it, but it's goes way to the north, and it's a lot weaker. Let's see, let's look at this. And this one isn't as good, I don't think. But yeah. Let's see, so this has Hector going way to the south of Hawaii. Maybe making a few outer showers reaching the Big Island. But yeah, and the GFS hasn't really been that accurate. Let's see the CMC. So this one looks to be a lot more active. I think they have a lot of tropical storms and stuff coming through. And it looks like there's two of them at the same time, and they're gonna do a spin around each other. I don't know. That doesn't look too important. Navgem, let's see if there's... Ooh. Alright, that looks like Hector. So it looks like this model has it kind of staying off to the south, but there would still be quite a bit of rainfall over Hawaii. And it looks like on August 8th is when it's gonna be the worst impacts. Let's see the FV3 GFS actually. This one looks, oh, this one needs to load a bit. Okay, this one has the tropical storm hitting, or maybe a low category 1, making direct impact. So it's not much different than the actual GFS. JMA, which I believe is Japan. See, this one doesn't go out very far, does it? Oh, this one has Hector is very weak. I don't know if that's accurate. It's gonna be stronger than that. It has it as like a barely a low pressure system. Let's see icon. Let's see if that does anything. This one again has more of a tropical storm type situation hitting Hawaii, but there's another hurricane like behind it. So a lot of these are showing multiple storms hitting Hawaii or getting close to Hawaii. But it looks like the hurricane center's cone is most strongly associated with the GFS model, which may be correct, but in the past it hasn't shown to be the most accurate. But this year it's been a lot more accurate than the Euro, in my opinion. But yeah, it is hard to forecast these, though, I will say. Hope you guys enjoyed this little update, and stay tuned for more, because I'll be doing another one of these in a few days when it's a bit more clear what's going to happen with Hurricane Hector. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment on your thoughts, and subscribe for more updates. So, bye guys.